What's up, y'all? It's Go Live time. We are live. If you're coming from Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and put hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Hopefully, you had a chance to take a look at my kind of promo video to this particular episode of Let's Argue. It's kind of based on some true events. The names, we're not going to use any names out of the, yeah, we're not going to use any names. I don't know the people, the story that I'm about to tell, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm gonna give you the missing pieces. So in the video, I mentioned that couples married, they've been married for a long time, several years. At some point during the marriage, the husband commits adultery, has an affair. They stay together. During that time period, while they're still together, the husband gets a debilitating disease that prevents him from not only having sex, but really just pretty much taking care of himself. So anyway, the wife leaves and takes everything. Leaves him in a house, one of the many houses that they bought, leaves him there, and then his disability check pays the rent, but he's pretty much on his own. So remember, I told you there were some things that I was leaving out. So I'm going to fill you in those things that I was leaving out. So during the course of the marriage, as I said, the husband committed adultery. In that, when he committed adultery, he ended up getting the young lady pregnant. Family and friends was telling him, "Bro, tell your wife." He sounds like the wife he's married to at the time. Good woman, Christian values. Excuse me, Christian values. Believe in God, serving the Lord. So he didn't tell her. He didn't tell her until the day the young lady was going into the hospital to have the baby. Then he told his wife. Anyway, that's another story. Um, the wife says she tells his friends, "Don't worry, God's gonna get him." So they stay together. The young lady has the baby. The wife raises the baby. I mean, goes and gets the kid, take care of him, and brings him into their house. I want to say raises the kid until they were at least about 15, 16 years old. During that time, the husband gets a debilitating disease that caused him to kind of not being able to take care of himself. And then, of course, he's not able to have sex. After, I guess, so long, the wife ends up leaving him, taking everything, and leaving him to fend for himself. So, my question is, was she wrong? Was she wrong for leaving him at a time he was in his most vulnerable? What up, Kaya? Was she wrong for leaving him at a time when he was at his most vulnerable? So for those who are just tuning in, I'll repeat. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at the video that I posted earlier as a promo to this, and Harp, thanks for showing up, bro. I need the fellas in the room. A husband and wife have been married for several years. At some point during the marriage, the husband commits adultery. He ends up getting the young lady pregnant. He don't tell his wife about the kid until the woman actually gets ready to go into labor. Then he tells his wife about the kid. The wife uh, does, I guess, the noble thing, and she raises the kid, go gets him, take care of him, and all that. At some point, he ends up getting a debilitating disease that prevents him from having sex, barely walking, taking care of himself. The wife then leaves him and takes everything. Was she wrong? And when do like what do you? I mean, I just want to get y'all thoughts on that. Do you think that the wife was wrong for waiting until then to leave? Because she stayed even after the affair and helped raise the kid or the child. And I'm deliberately not saying whether it's a boy or girl because um, um, when I heard about the story, I don't know the people personally, but I know of the people. So I'm not going into details. But was she wrong for leaving him at his most vulnerable? So she stays, raises the kid. He ends up getting this debilitating disease that kind of prevent him from walking and even having sex. She bounces. Was she wrong for leaving? That's the fundamental question. And when does and I couldn't quite I didn't quite know what the title is. So as you can see on the screen, it says, "Can honoring your vows become a burden?" Because I didn't want to, I don't know, I didn't quite know how to title it. So I want your thoughts. Was she wrong for leaving? Kaya, you said she was wrong. Give me your thoughts. Why do you feel that she was wrong? I wish I could bring y'all into the studio. Bring you into the studio. We have to figure that way out. I like to bring some. Let me see. We might be able to bring you into the studio. Let's see. Was she wrong? If she committed, Kaya says, if she committed to vows, she absolutely wrong for leaving for illness. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. And it was, yeah. And it's but people have a right to change their mind though, right? Yep, it is sickness. It does say we, one of your vows is sickness and in health. Um, I don't know. Like when I heard about it, and the person that told me about it was like, "Yeah, man, that was wrong." Blah blah. And I was like, "Okay, I get that." But let's flip this. How many men? And this is another reason why I wanted the men to get on here. How many men, black men, if your wife went out and had an affair one time, got pregnant, brought the baby home, or let's keep it the same. She did not tell you until she started showing. Would you stay? Now, mind you, I asked the same guy we were talking about the story. He was like, "Oh, he's like, put the handcuffs on me because I'm killing everything." So, but my question is, we hold women to a higher standard than we hold ourselves. Kaya said, if she would have left after the affair, that's different. Copy that. I agree. I totally agree with you, Kaya. If she had left after the affair, I agree with you. But that doesn't necessarily mean she was wrong for leaving because he got sick either. I don't know what transpired all the way up to that day. Was she holding on to that long and then decided to exact her vengeance? I don't know. Let's see. Harp, thank you again for showing up, man. I need some men in the building. Nicole said, once you file the divorce papers and they are served. Let's see. Brian says, two wrongs don't make it right. Years later, he said, get the fuck out of here. Right, right. And again, I'm not saying right or wrong one way or the other. I'm just presenting the story to my audience. I'm loving y'all feedback. Thank you everybody for coming on. Again, if you are tuning in live from Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and drop in the chat. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Let's see here. Nicole said, once you file the divorce papers and they are served, what does that mean? Once you file it, because you don't have to go through a divorce, right? Correct yourself and it won't happen again. Let's see. Kaya says, we are not bound to stay through infidelity. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're saying you're not bound to stay through infidelity, but through illness, you are bound to stay. So here's my question. My cousin Stacy want me to repeat the topic. Okay, I will. Here's the scenario. Husband and wife are together. They were together for a long time. At some point during the marriage, the husband commits adultery. He ends up getting his mistress pregnant. He doesn't tell his wife about the baby until the young lady goes into the hospital to have the kid. Now, mind you, he had urgents. His friends and everybody was telling him, tell your wife, don't wait. He didn't tell his wife until he got the phone call from the woman saying, hey, I'm about to go into labor. He told his wife. Fast forward, the woman takes care of the kid, raises the kid for at least 15 years. During that time, he ends up getting a debilitating disease that causes him to not to be able to have sex, but barely to be able to walk, time to take care of himself. She leaves him, takes everything. It sounds like they had property. She leaves him in a house. And then she left him in his house, and his disability money pays the rent on that house, which she collects faithfully from the house. So she left him, took everything, and left him a house for him to stay in. Was she wrong for leaving? Guy says wrong. Okay. Brian says nobody wins in payback. Okay. Kaya said that's when she should have left at the point of the infidelity. Okay. All right. So it sounds like, is that everybody's agreement? I mean, everybody's sentiment? Did you feel like the woman should have left at the moment the infidelity happened, or and maybe it was just brewing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That was definitely wrong. Okay, Buck Marcella says wrong. The wife was definitely wrong. So fellas, I got fellas on here. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know the NBA Finals is on. I can't wait to take a look at it myself. But let me pose this question to the men. Your wife has an affair, or your girlfriend, or whomever has an affair. She gets pregnant. You don't find out about the baby until the fact she starts showing. Or this makes it even worse, because I done heard this scenario too. She tells you that the baby is yours. Come to find out, when the baby comes out, it looks nothing like you. You find out, you get a DNA test, you find out the baby is not yours. Do you stay? Same scenario. Not only do you stay, but your wife ends up getting a debilitating disease that causes her to not only be able to perform in the bedroom, but she can't take care of herself. Do you stay? Kaya says it's also important. You said vows. True. All right, my sister Sean said yes. You saying yes, she was wrong for leaving? Okay, yep. Kaya says it's wrong for you said vows. Stacy, I am waiting on you because I know you got something to say. Buck says, if I love her, I will. Okay. If you love her, you will. And this is your wife. You married her. So I'm assuming you gotta love her, right? Cuz said, I need more information. He may have cheated again and got the nasty woman disease, and she took everything. Cuz that's all I got. That's all I got. Well, at least from what I was told, it was a one-time affair that the guy had. There was no other infidelity after that. But that's not to say that he didn't keep sleeping with the woman during that time. I don't, that part I'm not for sure if I didn't get that deep. Kai said, this is my issue. We get married under a religious law and then break it because we want what? Am I missing something, Kaya? Because of what we want? Buck says sometimes. Okay. And then Kai says people are out here playing games with God. Okay, all right. Yeah. This is true. Taronda, yes, she was wrong for leaving. She should have left in the beginning. Right. And that's what I think. That's what Kaya said. She should have left after the infidelity and not waited. Now, mind you, like I said, she raised this child that he had in an outside relationship, and then once he kind of got the disease, and I don't know if this the fact that he got the debilitating disease is the reason she left. Maybe it could have been, to Stacy's point when she was talking about she needed more information. Maybe he kept doing things. Maybe he kept committing infidelity. I don't know, but she waited until and it seems like that because he got the debilitating disease, and then she took everything and bounced. So I don't know. That's it's crazy. When I heard the story, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But again, my question is now, I want to let's just change the dynamic a little bit. Fellas, do you stay? Your woman or wife gets pregnant by another man, say she doesn't tell you until you get ready to go to the hospital to have the kid. Now, mind you, you don't know. You and your wife, y'all still doing y'all thing. You get to the hospital, she tell you, babe, there's a chance that this baby is not yours. Fellas, do we stay? Would you stay? And then maybe during childbirth, something happens where she ends up can't take care of herself the way she could before the baby. Do you stay? Knowing full well that baby that you're going to be looking at every day is going to be a reminder of the infidelity. And maybe it was just a one-time thing. Let's see. Kaya says, because if you are not going to honor your vows, don't do it. Be life partners. Okay. All right. Marriage is absolutely. Marriage is not no joke. It's not for the faint of heart. Buck, you say stay. Okay. You would stay if your wife got pregnant by another man and didn't tell you until she got ready to have the baby, you would stay. And people do it for the fame and the popularity. Yeah, I saw another video or a guy was talking about on another show where he was mentioning about, people get married. Yeah, they do, for kind of the fame and the glitz and glamour of it all, and they're thinking about the wedding and they're thinking about the reception and all that stuff that come with it, and you're happy. But then the real work began not when you say I do, once you leave that altar and you get home and it ain't nothing but the two of you and you got to work things out. That's when the real works begin. That's when life really started to happen. People think it's, they're in love with the ceremony and the reception and all that stuff, but that's nothing. That's minor. What's major is when life hits you, like what we're talking about right now. Yes. Okay. All right. Buck, I'm definitely not mad at you. I'm definitely not mad at you. There's a noble thing to do. I don't know myself personally if I could do it. Like for me, it wouldn't even be waiting until she got some type of debilitating disease. I think the infidelity in itself would be hard for me to swallow. You know what I'm saying? Forget the baby. That would just be a constant reminder of it. Okay, Buck, you say you can work through it. I'm brother. I am not mad at you. Hats off to you, for sure. Hats off to you. Legally, he is still responsible for that baby anyway, since they were married. See, then I'm gonna be Stacey. Now I'm gonna be even madder. Now at that point, now my blood boiling. He said it's your wife. Okay, and again, no judgment here. I'm not judging you. If that's your choice, and I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying I don't think that I could. I don't think that I could. That's just me. That's just me. I get it. That's my wife. I do. Yeah. That's a hard pill to swallow. I would hope and pray that God would give me the spirit to be able to do so that I could honor my vows. I really do. I would pray. I would definitely have to pray on that for real. What you say exactly, cuz Sean? Yeah. So then that just adds a whole nother element to it. It really does. But like I was trying to explain, the person who shared the story with me was telling me, and I was like, he was mad, like, oh man, that's bold, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but bro, let me ask you, if it was your wife and she brought home a baby, what would you do? And he was like, put the handcuffs on me because I'm killing everybody. So like we hold women to a different standard, Absolutely, because you get no argument from me that men cannot handle what they dish out. Absolutely, you get no argument from me there, no, none whatsoever. I'm not about to argue with you on that point at all. My sister Sean said, why is it so hard for men to forgive? I don't know, sis. I want to, that might be another subject for another show where I want to get a group of men together so we can discuss that. Because why is it so hard for us to let go? I think, and I've had conversations with women about this. Like, I think it's expected for when we do stuff for women to be like, okay, y'all gonna forgive and take us back and all that stuff. But when y'all do something wrong, then we just like we can't seem to let it go. I don't know the answer to that question. I have to search my part of my soul to answer that question. I really do. And fellas, okay, the women are posing that question. Why is it so hard for us to forgive? It sounds like Buck ain't got no problem with forgiving. Big Harp, you on here? Tell me, can you forgive? Would you forgive your wife if she committed the same act? In your relationship, in your marriage, would you be able to forgive if she did the exact same thing, the exact same scenario? Would you be able to forgive her? So that's what I want to know. I don't know. And I think for men, and it's not like men, we don't have the same question that women do. Like y'all want details. I think, for men, we want to know how good was it, how big was it, and all this other stuff. Like, did you do this? Did you do that? And then if y'all nasty, you thinking about if she did this with me, what was she doing with him? And I think that's part of it that's in our head. Like we can't seem to shake that. And maybe I'm speaking for myself. I'm thinking like, if you did what you did with me, what did you do with him? So yeah, I think that's part of it. I think that might be part of the reason why we won't forgive. And because I'm sure men like, somebody else was in my stuff. Women have the same thing. You let somebody else get it. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, no, you saying I'm crazy, but I'm being for real. Yeah, I mean, you want to know, like men want to know, like dog, like how was did he stretch it out, and it's just all kind of stuff that goes through your head when you find out your woman had been with somebody else. Did you go down on like there was a I want to say one of the cards we read off in one of the games. It said your woman has an affair, and say she doesn't have sex with the man, but she does have oral sex with the man. To me, that's worse than having sex because you didn't even like. To me, if you the oral sex part of it hits worse for me than you having sex with the guy because that's a little bit. I mean, it's all intimate, but if you, I don't know, that just it's worse for me. So when you yeah, that part bothers me. I think that part would bother me more if I was to find out you didn't have sex, but you went down on the guy, gave him head, and y'all didn't have sex. That's all that happened is that you gave him head. Yeah, I would. I think I would probably rather you didn't have sex than to gave up the head for real. I hear you cuz saying ain't no dick that big babies come out of there. I know, I get it, but I think it's a psychological thing for men. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I totally get it. You absolutely right. And it ain't one out there that big babies come out of there. You absolutely right. Oh man, but that's what men. I'm just telling you what men think and what the process they go through. We ask those questions. We want to know, and even if we don't ask those questions, we definitely thinking it. We definitely thinking it. So okay, so it looks like everybody pretty much agrees that the wife was wrong. She shouldn't stay. Do you think she was being vindictive, like she was buying her time, or what do you think was more to the story that I'm just not privy to? I'm just giving y'all what was given to me. Do you think it was more to the story? Uh, that's the reason she left because, like I said, she raised the kid. Yep, she definitely helped raise the baby. But then, like I said, at some point, once he and maybe it was just timing, he got the debilitating disease, and then she left. There you go. I can hear you saying that too. She was a tramp buck. Cuz says I think it was more to the story. It may very well have been. I'm just giving you what was given to me. They may very well have been more to the story. Absolutely. See, Kaya said if these 8 pounds, 8 ounces twins didn't change me, ain't no ninja gonna do it. Okay. Oh man, y'all crazy, right? You say cuz fat. Oh man. I can't even tell y'all that's the man of a mind how we might process things. So I get it. I'm not tripping because y'all there's certain things y'all talk about. We be like, how do your mind work like that? Like, why are you even thinking like that? But that's just that's just the man the process of a man how we might process those things. Well, let's go ahead and oh, is this the one? No, this is not the one. Okay, I thought this was the card that I was talking about. So, let me ask. So, since we was talking about the whole oral sex thing, let me ask: is it for the fellas on here? If your woman or wife said she didn't have sex with the man, but she only had oral sex, how would that make you feel? Is that worse or better than actually having sex for you? And is that like where are you at with that? Like where you're on a worse meter? Is that less worse or more worse? What is it? And okay, ladies, I'm gonna pose the same question to you. Does it matter whether he had sex with her or not? And what if he said he didn't have sex with her? All they did was have oral sex. Does it matter? You're probably not going. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna believe it anyway. But if that's what you told me, But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna live. If it went that far, it probably went all the way. It should might as well have went all the way. But let me ask you: if they said they only had oral sex, is it worse? Buck said it's a touchy situation. Okay. Jay, what's up, Jerry Frank? Head is worse, and it's just a man thing. Kelly said it matters. Okay, so it matters whether or not they had only had sex or only had oral sex. What matters and what's worse? Jerry says this is worse if head is worse. Jerry, let me ask you something. Why do you feel it's worse if she said if she only gave him head? Why is it worse? Why do you feel it's worse? Oh, so I'm sorry. Your response was saying it's worse because it's a man thing. I agree. I think I totally feel the same way. Kelly said they shouldn't be doing it either. Shouldn't have been doing it either. Right. But it happened. And so now your husband or your boyfriend tell you, no, we didn't have sex. All we did was have oral sex. That's all I did. Okay. All right, cuz. Good point. Good point. You don't create soul ties through oral sex. Okay. All right. I get that. I get that. I can vibe with that. I can vibe with that. You don't create soul ties through oral sex. Okay. I just think that's I don't know. I don't know why that. I'm with Jerry. I think that's a man thing. I'm like, if you just told me you went down, that was it. Man, yeah. Yeah, that would hit a little different for me. Jerry Frank. Jerry said it could be a soul thing if she is a head doctor. Facts, Jerry. Facts. That is true. That is true. If she cold with it, it could be a soul tie thing for real. That is true. Oh man, y'all crazy. All right, so let me see if I can read a couple cards from the game. We gonna stick with naughty nice. Okay, when is it least okay to talk dirty? A, while you're at work. B, while you're at family dinner. C, while you're out with friends. Or D, while you're upset. Kai, I'm gonna go ahead and read your question. Unless sucking D is your guilty pleasure, I'm not understanding why you are sucking your sneaky link. I'm so confused. Why you always add stuff to this thing? I appreciate you though, my friend. All right, so here's the question from the game. When is it least likely to talk dirty? A, while you're at work. B, while you're at family dinner. C, while you're out with friends. Or D, while you're upset. And cuz, what you say? So said, yeah. Sometimes, it might that if her head game that cold, she can snatch the soul right up out you, baby, for real. Kaya says upset. That's the least likely when it's least likely okay to talk dirty when you're upset. All right. Marcellus Buck says D while you're upset. Okay. When is it least likely okay to talk dirty? A, while you're at work. B, while you're at family dinner. Or C, while you're out with friends. Or D, while you're upset. And Kai said, Al, bring it back. Bring what you talking about? Bring what back? You said I went down memory lane. You talking about, yeah. I had to bring it back in, right? I had to bring it back in because I was having a moment there. You saw that, huh? Y'all wasn't supposed to see that. All right. Here is the next question. You go over to a person's house to hook up and see a stockpile of Plan B pills just before having sex. What do you do? A, ask questions. Jerry and Kelly, I think I asked y'all this on Black Marriage Chronicles. So you go over your person's house to hook up and see a stockpile of Plan B pills just before having sex. What do you do? A, ask questions. B, mind your business. C, hook up then, but cut them off later. D, demand they throw them away and continue to seeing you. And Jerry, you say leaving? Yep. We did go over this in our conversation on my podcast. As y'all, I wonder if y'all gotta have to go back and look at the show as y'all answers still the same. You go over to a person's house to hook up and see a stockpile of Plan B pills just before having sex. What do you do? A, ask questions. B, mind your own business. C, hook up and then cut them off later. D, demand they throw them away to King. If we're just going over to hook up, I don't care what you're doing. So I'm minding my own business. That's just me. If that's all I'm doing is hook up, I ain't got nothing to do with all that other stuff. I'm minding my own business. So whatever. It's whatever. For me, it's B, minding my own business. Yeah, if I'm just going to hook up, I'm just there for a short time, not a long time. I'm just hooking. We just there to hook up. I don't care about what you got going on. All right. What about the rest of you? How y'all feel? You shaking your head at me, Kaya? I'm just saying. I'm just being one. I'm just keeping it 100. Buck, you said B. Mind your own business. You with me? Okay. Yep. All right. So here's the next question. Your next door neighbor offered you their mink coat worth $40,000, but you weren't home to accept it. Your new boo was and did, except they trashed the coat because of animal cruelty. What do you do? A, thank your new boo. B, trash your new boo. C, make your new boo go dumpster diving. Or D, other. Let's see. Kelly says could turn into a long time if she ran out of Plan B. Kelly, I'm not even about to play with you. Kaya says if she has a stockpile, you are at a risk knowingly. True. This is true. But if I see Plan Bs, I'm going in with a helmet on anyway. So, all right. So here's the question, because it sounds like this is something she's doing on a regular basis. Your next door neighbor offered you their mink coat worth $40,000, but you were not home to accept it. Your new boo was and did, except they trashed the coat because of animal cruelty. What do you do? Thank your new boo, trash your new boo, make your new boo go dumpster diving, or D, other. Cuz say you better leave it if she got a stockpile, cuz she a come catcher. Right. It takes a woman to figure that part out. She a come catcher. Buck says, "Hey, thank your new boo." Why? So your neighbor gives you a $40,000 coat and your boo throws it in the trash? No. You need to go get that coat and hope it ain't messed up. We got some problems. You should have called me on the phone and told me what the deal was, so we could have sold the coat. Right. There you go, sis. You need to go dumpster diving and go get that coat. I know that's right. We need that 40,000. We could have took that up to Zeman's and got some money to the pawn man and got some bread. Sold it for 40,000. Kelly said, "Get it or run me to 40." Kelly say, "Get it or run me my 40 racks." I hear you, Kelly. Kelly say, "I need my 40 stacks." All right. Here's another question. On the first date, your partner grabs food item off your plate without asking. Will there be a second date? A, sure, as long as the rest of the date goes well. B, nope, not a chance. C, no. Not a second date, but maybe sex if they're down. Oh, this person here is a savage, for real. Buck, what you say? So now I can dump her. Oh, so now you can dump her because she didn't go get the coat, or because she threw the coat away? Rashawn say, right, Kelly. And Kaya says, I'm going dumpster diving and dumping Mr. Animal Kingdom. Y'all are tripping. Buck, you say, A, sure, as long as the rest of the day goes well. Okay. Oh my God, y'all stupid, man. All right. Kaya, your answer really had me over here rolling. She said, yeah, I'm gonna go dumpster diving and I'm gonna dump Mr. Animal Kingdom. All right. So the last question I read. On the first date, your partner grabs food off your plate without asking. Will there be a second date? A, sure, as long as the rest of the date goes well. B, nope, not a chance. C, not a second date, but maybe sex if they're down. Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem if you take something off my plate and not. Well, I don't know. I mean, if I like you and you look good, you fine. I'm like, I don't think I would make a big deal out of it because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think probably the fact that you didn't ask is probably the the problem. Oh, so I'm gonna repeat the question, Kaya. On a first date, your partner grabs a food item off your plate without asking. Will there be a second date? A, sure, as long as the rest of the day goes well. B, nope, not a chance. C, not a second date, but maybe sex if they're down. If I gotta choose something, I'm gonna say C. Kaya said, "How is my partner on a? How is my partner on a first date?" Now you looking at playing. You will have to pick it apart and pull out the word partner. It's first date. Exactly, Jerry. It's all Kaya. I can count on her doing exactly what she just did. Forget I said the word partner. It's the first date. Take the partner out of it. Yo, but it's always one. All right, so let's go. Let's get back to the original topic of the show. For anybody just coming on, yes, I know you. I should have known you was gonna do that. If you're on here from Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and put hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Can anybody give me the score of the game? We probably gonna end this a little early, y'all, because I want to get and watch the game. I definitely appreciate y'all coming on here for again showing me love, and the fellas that have shown up today. Thank you. I'm analytical. Thank you, Kaya, for the tidbit too of sending out a call to action for the fellas because it looks like they got the message and they showed up today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kelly says he's paying. Kelly said he's paying for it so he can eat it, but I'm done eating. Oh, okay. So he paying for the meal so he can take whatever he want, but you done eating. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the original topic of the show, what brought us all together in this chat room. So how do y'all feel before we go off into that? How would y'all feel if I can create a space where when we're in this virtual chat room, we're talking, having you guys come into the room. And so, because it's looked like we kind of got some of the same people that come on the show every week. Some of y'all already know each other, but just for the sake of kind of switching things up, bring you into the room, and then you guys can kind of give your feedback live, so the people on the feed can actually see you. If you're okay with that, if you're okay with that, give me a thumbs up. And then what I'll do is we'll figure out a way, maybe week to bring you guys into the show periodically, maybe for like 60 seconds, a minute, or whatever. Have you come into the show with me virtually, so you can too help me read the messages, or just kind of we can go over the games and stuff like that, just so people can put names to the faces. Some of you already know one another because we all kind of either went to school together, came up together. But I think it'll still be cool. Let me know. Kaya, thanks for the thumbs up. I knew you was going to be down. Anybody else, if you're down for coming onto the show, coming into the studio virtually live with me, maybe helping me read some of the messages, kind of giving your side commentary, I will be more than happy to figure out a way to make sure we can get that done. Also, I'm thinking about taking Let's Argue on the road. If I do, will you guys show up for me? I need y'all to be there with me. Cuz says, I thought you could invite to the live. I've never done it, so I definitely want to try. In fact, let's go ahead and give it a Sean. My sister Sean says thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, let's do it now. Somebody, let's see. All y'all that would hit are going to have missing Wallace after sex. You coming to Houston? We could, Kelly, if you have a location, somebody that would allow me to be able to come in. If y'all, I'm sure you and Jerry got some connections there. Find out if you got a location that I can come to, and I can do my show there live. I'll be more than happy to do that for sure. We'll take it to Houston. Oh, we got some fellow people in Houston. We got y'all need to bump into each other, Kelly and Kaya. Okay, yeah, for sure. If y'all can set it up or make the connections and let me know, and then we can kind of coordinate on the side, and I can bring Let's Argue Live to we can do it at a cafe, a coffee house, whatever, and then have people come out and we have the same setup, have a chair in there, and then have people come up, and then I'll have them read some of the cards or whatever game we might happen to play in that day, and also get involved in the discussion. Oh, we got another Texan. Y'all got okay. We got a bunch of Oak Park people down in Texas. My business is 10,000 square feet. Okay, all right, Kai. We gonna put something together for sure. We're gonna try to get something done before the summer is out. Oh Lord, y'all. Now we about to get into this whole Houston thing. Oak Park by way of Houston, or is it Houston by way of Oak Park? You know what I mean. Everyone is welcome. Okay, so we're gonna dive to seven. But in the meantime, what I am gonna do, because I'm here in the D, I'm gonna look for a location that I can, for those of you who are here in Detroit, we're gonna find a location here, and we're gonna do live in another location here. You said why I started them. I know, I know, Jerry. But look, y'all, I really appreciate everybody coming on. I appreciate the feedback. It was definitely a good conversation. We got a few minutes left. You know what? Let's do some more stuff from the game, because I appreciate everybody, the definitely the feedback, and I'm glad everybody wants to come on the show. We want to take this thing live. We want to get it going. Buck, I'll be more than happy to come to the ATL for real. I'll be more than happy. If you got a location down there, if you got some connections down there in Atlanta, people that you know where I can set up and do the show live from Atlanta, let's do it, bro. Like, for real. Just let me know. Kai, you say, chill out, Jerry. All right. So let's do a couple more from the game. Anybody know the score? What's the score of the NBA Finals, the first game? Anybody know the score? Give me an update, because we're going to close this thing out in a minute. Your truck. I ain't about to do no live show out of your truck, fool. Do you have the break place? Sorry, don't know the actual name of it. Break. I think it's called Break Life. 2644 Boston. Okay. Man, that just sounds like some old backwoods trailer park. I'm not doing no show out of your truck, bro. It's called Break Life, right, Kaya? Yeah, Break Life Houston. That's what I thought. It's called Break Life. I remember. All right, so here's another question from the game. A woman offers for a man to stay with her instead of driving home. When he undresses for bed, she sees streaks. Ooh, I want to say I heard a story like this for real. Okay, a woman offers for a man to stay with her instead of driving home. When he undresses for bed, she sees streaks in his undies and ghosts him after he leaves. Who's wrong? A, his nasty ass. B, she is. D, neither of them. Or D, both of them. Bro, only because we go back like babies and pacifiers, Buck, I think about it. Kelly says, I talked to you before I called you and asked you about the donate items. Okay. Jerry says D, both of them. But the woman was wrong. Like, and Kaya said, his nasty ass. I'm gonna have to go with A too. Kelly says he would have been gone as soon as I seen him nasty. Right, he ain't even staying tonight. I know that's right, Kelly. D. Both of them was wrong. Nah, if I see some stains in your drawers, bro, come on. Yeah, if I see some shit stains in a girl's underwear, like, oh no, well, that's a major deal breaker for me. I don't want to see that. Okay, feel like both of them was wrong. What did you say? Kelly says, laying in the bed with streaks. Nope, I know that's right. So I heard a story one time. A girl told me that they were. She got this story from somebody else, but they were in the bed, and when the guy got up out of bed. Oh man, I just the thought of it I was like, there was left a sneaker stain on the sheet. Oh man, like oh no, like if I was with a woman and when she got out of bed, there was a stain in the spot that she was in. Oh no, I'm out of there, or I'm putting her out. It's a wrap. I can't do it. But Kelly, oh, you said Kelly, okay, y'all trying to exchange. Listen here, y'all. You what you said, Kai? You suing? Yeah, if I got up, man, if I looked over and saw a woman, and it was some a sneaker stain where she was at. Oh man, we done, bro. Oh, for sure. I'm out of there. I'm putting her out, or I'm leaving. As soon as she head to the bathroom, she ain't even got to head to the bathroom. I'm out of there while she in the bathroom. Where you going? Out of here? And I'm just gonna pull the covers back so she can see that big old sneaker stain. Kai said mental anguish. All right. That's what you're suing for, Kyle. Mental anguish. Okay, here's another one. How do you handle the possibility of sex crossing lines you've never crossed before? Asking your partner to be patient with you. B, telling your partner they better not try any freaky shit. C, trying it first to see if you like it. Or D, so long as it's not against your sexuality, anything goes. So let me read this again because I know I got a bunch of freak leaks on here. How do you handle the possibility of sex crossing lines you never crossed before? A, what you, Buck, you and that tramp. I hear you saying this. It's almost like I'm picturing you right here next to me saying that was your word, tramp. Okay, how do you handle the possibility of sex crossing lines you never crossed before? A, asking your partner to be patient with you. B, telling your partner they better not try any freaky shit. Or C, by trying it first to see if you like it. Or D, so long as it doesn't goes against your sexuality, anything goes. Kaya says, be patient. Let's get it. Okay. Kelly says patient. Jerry say D, let's go. Okay. Yeah, as long as it don't go against my sexuality, I'm like D. Let's work with it. My sister, oh my God, I hate to think about this, but you 3 kids in, Shine, and I still have a problem with it. Oh man. If I'm not, Kai said, if I'm not good, give me a minute. I'll be a pro. Buck says D. Let's see. My cousin Stacy, I'm gonna try it first to see if I like it. Oh my God, y'all are some fools. Y'all are some fools. Okay. What flaws? Okay, that's if you're in a relationship, so we won't ask that one. Okay, here's another question. Y'all are some fools. You wake up after a one night stand and see the person you slept with has cleared the dishes, started laundry, left breakfast on the stove for you. What do? A, block them. B, text them, thanks, and then block them. C, ask them why they did all that. Or D, invite them over again for being so nice. I don't know. I think I might invite them over again for being so nice, then ask them why they did all that. Okay, here's the question. I'm gonna read it again. Kaya says she running. They are weirdos. Kelly says B, text them, thank, and then block them. You wake up after a one night stand and see a person you slept with has cleared the dishes, started laundry, left breakfast on the stove for you. What do? A, block them. B, text them thanks and then block them. C, ask them why they did all that. Or D, invite them over again for being so nice. Buck says D. My sister Sean said, I think you read this one before. I think I did too, sis. I might have read them all before. We're gonna get to them. Mr. Frank says D, invite them over again. Me and you on the same page, Jay. Stacy says, invite them over again and have a list of things to do next. Cause bye, I'm about to go. Y'all are tripping for real. So you gonna get all you can out of my cuz. Y'all are tripping. Kelly said, and I'm not eating nothing they cook left for me. Kelly, do you think they're gonna try to poison you after doing all that? Kai said, if you invite them over, you need to hire them. Right. Y'all are tripping, cuz you a fool for that. But she said, I'm gonna invite them over again and have a list of things to do next. Oh my god, y'all are some fools, man. I can always count y'all. Okay, so that's the plan. We're gonna look for remote locations that may be out of town, so that would be an excuse for me to travel. Kai, your place is up on the list first because you already have an existing location, so thank you for that. Kelly and Jerry, also, if y'all done made some connections down there, I need y'all to let me know. Kelly says, "Hey, I watch enough TV with crazier stuff that has happened." In the meantime, we definitely want to work it out to see bring you guys into the studio virtually with me, so we can also have the same discussion. It'll still be the same setup, just be virtually, so you guys will be able to kind of read some of the comments and then give your feedback as well, depending on what questions we have, depending on what game we're playing. So that's cool. And then we're going to look for a location here in Detroit. So this is where we originated at. And then we're going to go remote. So we'll get all our people out to come patronize the place, show up, do it big where we're at here in Detroit. So that is the goal, to do that as well. Get someplace here in the city. This must be Mr. Stretch Me Out if all this is happening. It's okay. Wait a minute. He ain't no stretching you out if you pushing out 8-pound twins, right? I thought y'all said there ain't no stretching nothing out. Great ideas. No, and I appreciate the feedback, friends. They came from a really good friend of mine who also put these ideas in my head. Thanks, Kai. I appreciate you. Yes. So that's all the things we're gonna do to make Let's Argue grow. And maybe this works. We want to even maybe do a live with Black Marriage Chronicles. That would be a great idea. Something I would definitely like to do as well. Yes. All right, guys. So listen, it's we getting close to the end of this thing. I want to try to catch some of this game. I appreciate everybody for coming on. I'm sure y'all looking at watching the game and doing this at the same time. I appreciate the multitasking. But with that, I'm gonna leave you in peace, and I'll see y'all next week. Oh, if you got any show ideas, leave them in the comment section, or you can email me at letsargue@gmail.com. Let's argue at gmail.com. Any show ideas, or you can inbox me. Most of y'all got my number. You can text me or email me or whatever and let me know show ideas, and we'll get the next show idea on. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Everybody, may there be peace between me and you, and God watch over each and every one of you until I see you again. Deuces.